why I am here with my boys?
To play your music for me.
Yeah, for you to love my music. For someone from every generation to love the music. I want to make sure that my music is never again forgotten. So what I do is visit children. Children all over the world. As long as somebody is playing or listening to my music is alive. And every single time that my music is being played by Elizabeth here on the piano or in a grand concert hall or in a beautiful old church or even on a tape recorder or how do you call it?
Compact disc.
Yeah, compact disc. Every single time my music is heard, I am there too. Rambling on and now soon it's your dinner time. You didn't practice very much, did you?
What do you mean? Look what I learned.
Yeah, but you must practice. I had to work very hard. Whoever works so hard will do just as well, believe me.
But I'm just an ordinary person and you're...
There's nothing special about playing the piano. All you have to do is hit the right key at the right time.
Don't be silly. It's impossible for
Now
me.
listen to me. Everything is possible if you want it enough. Sure, it might not be possible for you to be another Bach, but why should you be? Just as there's only one Bach, there's only one Elizabeth. And that Elizabeth can be the very best Elizabeth that she can be. And while you practice and play, you also listen. And while you listen, you begin to understand. And the more you understand, the more you know. And the more you know, the more you appreciate. And the more you appreciate, the more you love. Because you see, Elizabeth, it's just as important to listen to and to love music as it is to play it. And if you truly love music, whatever happens between you and music will happen for the best. Well, it's time. Boys?
No, don't go. One more thing, Mr. Bach, please.
Yeah?
Out of all your music, which is your favorite?
Favorite what?
Piece of music. What do you think? What do you think is the very best?
Oh, there's no best in a life that went on for 65 years. But, okay. Because they are here, and because they've been making bests of themselves, and because, well, it has some pretty good tunes in it, and because they're dying to sing it, here's something from one of my cantatas.
Guys, so my stream messed up. I'm not quite sure why my streams are always just cutting out by themselves. It's very annoying. So this does not have to do with my Wi-Fi. I'm streaming through my cellular data right now. My Wi-Fi is turned off. I'm moving it around. I'm moving the router. I'm trying to find this 100-foot cable modem wire so that I can move it 100 feet away, and like up to my second story. I mean, this just solves so many of my problems. When you guys see where my router is right now, you're just like, it's literally the most terrible spot that my router can be at. So you guys know 2 days ago I messed up my coffee, my espresso maker I've been using for the past 2.5 years. I got this Mr. Coffee one for $11. I just cleaned it up. You know, it's not super high end and stuff, but it does what I need it to do, and that's make really strong espresso coffee. So my grinder also messed up. Like, everything is just breaking, man. And I don't know what happened to it, something with the cord. So I fidgeted with it and it came back. Anyway, so here I got my coffee mug, which I've warmed and heated, because I also don't like when you pour the coffee in there and it immediately cools down. My coffee needs to be super duper hot. This took quite a bit of water and not a lot's coming out, which is really different from my last coffee or espresso maker. And it also took a little bit to heat up. I'm not quite sure. Is that all the coffee? Is that it? Because I'm used to it kind of like coming out like that when it comes out. I got to use this Afrin here too. My nose is getting clogged. Yes, guys, I have to use Afrin. I have chronic nasal congestion, okay? All right, I think that's it, guys. Okay, I'm going to be safe and let this one cool down. I'm not going to open it up. That's what messed up the other one. I see that there's multiple seals. I don't know, maybe it just finally messed up. But me just popping it open definitely was not good. And without saying too much, man, it's like my counter gets so dirty, guys, like almost solely just from coffee. You know, and so I got to clean it up every now and then. Here we go. I unplugged it. Let's go. I'm really excited. Like I said, my streams having multiple stuff going on today, guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at all this coffee everywhere. It's ridiculous. And then not only the coffee, man. I don't know about this one, but my last espresso machine or cappuccino machine, guys, it just like blew up everywhere every time it was done. So let's go. Let's look at this, my wonderful black liquid. So I know there's a lot of coffee people that are spend like $200 just on the grinder, all this stuff. You know, I understand it's an art. My coffee is not that fancy, guys, okay? But it's dark. And I gotta let this cool before I can touch it again. That's the thing about these. You really have to let them cool before you open it and clean it. So here we go. I'm gonna move my the camera back here. Talk a little bit. I've done a lot of cleaning. If you guys want to see what I was doing, I did all my dishes. I'm in the middle doing a lot of other stuff too, like my laundry. So I'll be in and out doing my laundry while I try to get the Wi-Fi. Once I get the Wi-Fi set up, you'll start seeing me do stuff on this computer. By the way, all those updates, it took almost 20 gigabytes of updates. And if you guys know how slow these updates are, yes, the internet was slow, but additionally, installing it takes, I don't know why it takes so long. So anyways, I've been checking the hard drive size. I had about 279 gigs available. And when I did the fresh install with off the USB, which I'm gonna just designate this USB, this Gorilla USB as my Windows 10 boot. I honestly never thought it. Once I got it working, it was easy, okay. But the whole DVD thing and just getting it to recognize and getting the drive set up correctly, that was kind of a pain in the butt. But now, since I had everything set up, really just popping in the USB and saying boot from USB, that is like the coolest way to install Easiest way to install. And if I get my hands on a double layered DVD R, I will make the DVD R because I'd rather install it from the DVD R. I have an external USB DVD, so the thing is I like to use the USBs constantly. So that's 32 gigs. You only need 4.55 gigs for Windows 10, which is like 120 megabytes larger than the DVD. So you need the dual layer disc just to burn like the last 100 megabytes. Like that's like, what a stupid fucking design. So anyways, I guess it's just how it is. But if they're gonna do that, I guess it's obsolete now. But when they were doing that and saying you could burn it to DVD, they should have made it very clear that you would need a double layered disc. Okay, so anyways, let's try this coffee. Oh my gosh, this tastes so much better, guys, than everything else I've been drinking. Everything else I've been drinking just tastes like water. Tastes like water. I mean, I can literally just immediately taste the absolute strongness of the roast and the blackness. That's how I like my coffee, guys. Just absolutely black and super strong like this. Plus, I can drink this fast, and this gives me a lot of caffeine buzz. I don't like having a big cup of coffee where it's watered down and you just need to pee. And it doesn't have any caffeine in it, especially with Starbucks. Like Pike's Place, that's the worst. Okay. So this actually, I am drinking Starbucks coffee. I just don't drink the Pike's Place. I drink their French roast, which is pretty good. Okay. So I've had a lot of other dark French roasts. I was just really surprised that the Starbucks is legitimately, it tastes good. But they don't sell this in their store ever. And when every time they make their coffee, I guess that's what people like, or they just want to feel like they're drinking coffee. I don't feel like I'm drinking coffee when I'm drinking, like, if my coffee looks brown, that is not coffee. Okay, it is just not coffee. Okay, my coffee needs to be absolutely black like this for me. Anyway, so that's what I'm saying. If I go to Starbucks, then I can't drink, so I have to get an espresso or cappuccino. So I played some music earlier. Of course, I've thrifted a lot of stuff, right? Let me see if you can see all this setup right here. So this whole setup, guys, everything here was exactly $100 for the thrift. I added it up. I made a video. I deleted it because I want to add more to the video and stuff. I think it'll just be more interesting instead of just posting like one short thing. But anyways, look, I'll show you. I'll show you all the stuff because so you guys can I guess pause the screen or whatever and see what this is. So I thought this was a 6-core Xeon, so it's actually a 4-core Xeon, and I forget the model number, like E5630 or something. So that's what it is, and man, this system has the potential to just be like maxed out, and all its stats with video games, once you max it out, it's like right under an i9. It's still almost the same as an i7, and this is an LG 1366 socket is what I'm saying. So it's the first socket that Intel introduced the 32 nanometer I guess infrastructure. Before that it was like 45 or something, so there's a huge drop, more than 10 nanometers smaller. So anyways, here, this is what it is. You can see I spent $100. Okay, everything. And I wasn't able to buy this all at one time either. This is all $100, like literally over 3 or 4 months of collecting these parts. So like the 1 terabyte drive I got a couple months ago. The desktop speakers I got a while ago. By the way, those desktop speakers, this is what I'm talking about. You can look at the model number now. These are still going for like $130. The replacement VDRW, I just had that for a long time. So also I call computers, I say computer right now, but when I'm really talking about it, like improvisation, I call it extemporization, because that's what it was always called. Only when jazz and the later other white people, I'm talking about white Americans, like non-Europeans, wanted to start classifying the music, they introduced the word improvisation. But in the days of Beethoven, what Beethoven called it was extemporization. That's why I always call it extemporization. Anyways, likely the same thing is this is a calculator, is what the computer we have changed the words because it does so many different things now that we don't think of it as a calculator, but that's what it is. It's a calculator. So that's why I called it a productivity calculator, because that's what it is. So I'm going to go do my laundry here. I'm going to put on another tape here. It's classical stuff. Now, so if you guys were following that early stream, the other stream, I was playing all these Indian tapes. I picked them up all today. I got like 13 of them. Okay, and here's my TDK cassette holder. Holds 15 cassettes. This thing is going for like, I'll just say no one has a condition. Go look this up right now. No one has one that's in the condition that this is in. And I paid like $3 for it. People want anywhere from $10 to $15 for it. So anyways, this is one of my rarest tapes. It's Gifra on audio tape. It's like, I've had records and CDs of him. I just couldn't even believe I found this. Again, like I can't believe all the audio and stuff I find at this thrift store. It's like they have everything. And when you see what I picked up today, you're gonna be like, are you effing serious? You got that shit for that price? And I was like, yeah, look, I could have gotten that cheaper tomorrow. But I'm really fucking busy, and I'm about to travel. That's why I'm doing so much shit right now. So, my streams are probably gonna stop for a week, okay? While I travel. I don't know. I might stream a little bit, just something random. But yeah, so I'm just saying I got a lot of stuff to do, and tomorrow my day's packed as well. I'm tuning in another piano tomorrow, a little bit later in the day, but in the morning I got to do so much bullshit, and I got to. There's so much bullshit I still have to do. It's just on my list now. I'm slowly getting it done. But here we go. Chopin waltzes. By the way, so in my opinion, Gifra was the greatest interpreter of Chopin. That he was, just period. Everything he recorded. A lot of people didn't know he recorded a lot of Chopin. He recorded, all four scares, all four ballads. The fourth ballad was a huge thing. One of his pieces that he always encored or programmed. He was a person who did a lot of all Chopin recitals. So that's just my opinion. He recorded all the sonatas, his recordings of the sonatas, and his recording of the Beethoven sonatas too. The few Beethovens are just absolutely better than anything else I've ever heard. So I don't even want to tell you why, but if you go back on one of my streams from last night where I was at 5 a.m. messing with this computer, I listened to the Ronald Smith recording of the Alcan Concerto, which by the way is my favorite recording of it. But still, even if it was my favorite recording of it, I showed you how I was unable to listen to even even 2 seconds. If you had 2 seconds for a whole minute, meaning 32-second intervals, I was finding every little things that I just would play differently, or I thought he missed. So anyways, that's what I'm trying to say. So, here we go. This is a great tape. I played this tape before. I got to rewind it. I think I'm in the middle of it. So this was a nice tape. I got this today. This was like the one non-ethnic tape. And I don't know if this is on eBay or something, but this was a really interesting tape. I liked it. I'll listen to it again. So this only has 14 of the waltzes, but he did record all 19, or the 19 that are typically accepted as the waltzes. So I think there's maybe 21 or 22 waltzes now, depending on which of these posthumous waltzes, like an E flat and E major, and then the new one in A minor. Which I'll just say that as far as these posthumous waltzes being found way after his death, in my opinion, the most recent one, the one in A minor, is the best one. I was about to record. I probably still will record it's called Album Leaf in E flat. It's only one page. It was found in like the 1930s or something. Or I probably had that wrong, but 1910 to 1930, something like that, by this guy. His last name started with a G, I believe. And anyway, so I saw that, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna record this, and then boom, it's like everybody has like recorded it already. So I mean, it's been around for a very long time. But so then I listened to recordings of it. Looking at the sheet music, I was like, it looks promising. It looks like Chopin, you know. But after listening to it, I really felt that it was just weak. So he has another waltz in A minor that's really short as well. I forget what it goes like. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum, something like that. It's only two. And that one, like I said too, I really feel like that was probably a piece that Chopin never published, but he liked to play around people to like show that he could improvise, and he would improvise off that melody, if you get what I'm saying. So in that sense, that's what I'm trying to say. Like he was not an improviser like, or extemporizer like in the idea of like Liszt or Beethoven at all. So, and even Beethoven too. Like I said, you have to study Czerny, and once you start studying Czerny, you start seeing that yes, Beethoven was a great improviser, but he also, I would argue that people were just amazed because they had never heard him play. But if you were to sit and listen to Beethoven play every day for 10 hours, or every day, or once a month, for 10 years, you would hear that he just essentially is playing the same shit over and over and over and over again. You know, you need to study Czerny and his lessons with Beethoven and how he met Beethoven. That's a whole other story. You know, that people think I'm absolutely fucking crazy about. But like, all I have to say is that, you know, I have no interest in recording the Beethoven sonatas 5 fucking times and then ignoring Czerny's complete output. You know, to me, that's absolutely preposterous. So anyways, but that's what it is. And Czerny and Liszt improvise in a completely true style, and a true extemporization. Completely off the cuff, completely off the top of the tip, with nothing prepared. You know, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like Art Tatum too, you gotta listen to his one interview. But like all his pieces, they're arranged, and he can play them note for note perfect. He's practiced them out. And then again, like I had my whole spiel about T for 2. There's other recordings of it, you know, and in my opinion, the other recordings are more impressive, because I'd be more impressed if someone played because the sheet music doesn't exist. You know, okay, great. You're like, just like Yuja Wang. You just watched that shit, just downloaded that shit off eScorcher and uploaded 5 fucking documents and made a fake email. You know, just downloaded that shit. That was someone else's work. You know, anyways, so aside from that, it's just like these guitar players. I forget, like one of the guitar players, or like the bass player from Metallica. He's talking about how he transcribes solos and stuff, and he's like, yeah, you know, I get it pretty damn fucking close. Like 95, 98%, all the notes are there. But he's like, ultimately, it's about the feel of the solo, and that's what I'm saying. It's about the feel, and it's about the feel of the improvisation and the feel of the extemporization, and that's the art, and that's what it is. And I'm just saying, in the Art Tatum sense, because in the interview, people say, people will come up to him in the club, and they would hear, you know, I want to hear exactly, you know, and that, in my opinion, that's preposterous as well. That just is like, just tells me that you just take like one little just fraction or slivet of someone's whole life or someone's whole artistic output, and then you base your whole emotion and your whole everything on this one recording, listening to it 1,000 fucking times. Okay, if that's the only recording you have, then okay, yeah, then you're gonna listen to it 1,000 fucking times. But you know, like I'm one of those people. Look, I saw fucking Maroon 5, you know, and a long fucking time ago when they were really fucking big, and when Adam Levine like didn't have a lot of tattoos yet, and I'll just say it was one of the best concerts I ever went to, because they didn't play any of their fucking songs, because he got hurt trying to do some fucking exercises, you know, with some kind of resistance band. So he came out and they sung 4 fucking songs that were their big fucking songs off the radio. It sounded exactly like the fucking radio, okay? And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, why am I going to go to this concert when I'm just going to hear the fucking CD? Okay, and that's what I'm trying to say. Why are you going to go to Art Tatum and want to hear Art Tatum and you want to hear the fucking record? You know, that's not what jazz is. Okay, so anyways, that's preposterous. And he was such a gentleman. Like, when you hear him speak, he doesn't speak like me at all, okay? At all. He sounds like an extremely intelligent white man. If you heard him speak, you would never think he was black. So, And anyway, but that goes to show the education that he had. And if you guys don't know, like he was educated real fucking close to me. Though he wasn't born in Ohio, he went to school for the blind in Toledo, Ohio, which is just like 90 miles west of me. You know, there's a school for the blind there. They actually have a little thing for him. It says like art, like a memorabilia thing. You know, but interestingly, at that school, that's how he learned how to play guitar and violin. And you know, that's kind of what I'm more interested in. I just want a fucking recording of that. I want to hear how he fucking sounded, but I'll just say we're probably never gonna hear that. But you know, he was probably damn fucking good on guitar or violin. But yeah, so anyways, that's just a little bit about hearing the recordings and the style of Beethoven. What did he actually play? And you know, furthermore, because if you furthermore study the battle of Beethoven and Steibelt, which has been glorified forever, you actually see what they played and how they played it. How did these piano duels go down? You'll see that Steibelt played in place of an improvisation, or he just played one of his compositions, you know. And if you guys aren't familiar with the story, Beethoven just sat there and listened, and then he sat down and he just started improvising off something just completely crazy. Anyway, Steibelt walked out and he said, "I'm never coming back to fucking Vienna." You know, those were his last words. You know, and anyways, but what I'm trying to say is so like in that case, you would have expected like a real like battle, like a duel, like a real improvisational battle. Like, dude, when you're going to fight, you know, and you're in Taekwondo, you don't go, okay, well, I'm going to do technique form 3 and do all this bullshit and show your forms. You fucking fight. You know, and that's what it's about. And that's what I'm trying to say. This dude asking Art Tatum to sound exactly like the fucking record, okay, has never fucking been in a fight. You know, and he doesn't want to see a fight. You know, he wants to hear some fucking pussy shit. You know, just shit you've already fucking heard. Why are you gonna go all this long way and all this time, all this trouble, and you know, have a nice whiskey, pay like $20 fucking for your stupid fucking drink to just hear the same fucking thing? You know, and that's where I differ. Okay, so. Yeah, my nose is really clogged right now if you guys can't hear it. It's like really warm and wet too. So my heat isn't on and my air isn't running, and it's plus because I'm washing and doing all this stuff, it's like the humidity is rising really high. I don't have my dehumidifier. I'm not turning on my dehumidifier right now. But I'm saying in the summer I would have to, doing all these dishes, doing my laundry, I have to put the humidifier on. So anyways, I will be back because I got shit to do. Okay, so now if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I put the same title on there. I'm trying to move my router and the modem essentially to the center of my house and up onto the second floor. And right now I'm just going to run a huge wire, and it's just going to be there for a long time. I can't find it. I have like 500 feet of coaxial wire, and I have no idea where I put these spools. So anyways, that's why I can't do. That's why. So I looked for it, and I kind of gave up, and I was like, look, I need to do my dishes and the trash. There's just a lot of stuff I still need to prepare, like my cat's litter box. And then I didn't do my cat's litter box because I'm out of litter, or not out of litter, but I don't have enough litter. Okay, so anyways, I'm trying to do that, and then we're gonna see how much better my signal gets. I'm gonna use the same Spectrum wireless router, which looks like that Biff Khalifa. I'm saying that incorrectly, guys. But you know what I'm talking about, that tower in Dubai that's like on its own little extended island, and it has a helipad on the top. That's how the Spectrum router looks. Okay, it has 0 antennas that come out, and I guess that's what they were going for. But on wireless routers, when I see antennas, to me that means better. And so when I see nothing on there, and I just see this black thing that looks like a horse's dick or something, like no joke, that's what it looks like, then I'm like, this thing fucking sucks. So anyways, I don't want to have to reconfigure everything, but we're going to move it up there first, and then I'm going to change the wireless router. I had two new old wireless routers. I picked both of them up each for $5 each, and the newest one is this Asus, because now I see on this, when I pulled this up, this is only running at 2.4 gigahertz. So what I'm saying is that could be because the wireless router is only 2.4 gigahertz, or whatever the setting is on here. But for the wireless speed, the change from 2.4 gigahertz is a lot more than the actual range, is what I'm trying to say. So it's like I'm within range here. So anyways, that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna try to find this wire, and then I wish when the Spectrum guy came here, I had more of my house set up, and you know, getting the internet, getting the power. This is like one of the first things you're doing when you move in. So I just happen to have my computer in that front room, and it was the only computer I had at the time. So you know, again, it's like now I have this computer. It's so just sweet, guys. I know it's slower. I'm telling you, this thing's gonna be fast. Okay, like when I come back from January, I'm dropping some money. Okay, and you guys keep in, or stay tuned or whatever. Then you're gonna see, man, this bitch is gonna be fast. So the only thing that's gonna slow it down, and this is just a thing on my part, is I want to keep the physical drives. And I was telling someone, I've had just so much issues with SSDs, and SSDs having bad sectors that just increase more and more and more. And the thing about the bad sectors, they happen in all my system files. And now I have like another laptop that it boots up, and it's like every month I boot it up, it has more and more problems. And it's like I just backed up everything off it because I was like, I know this thing is gonna die. And anyway, so that's why it's nice to have this computer here, because my other one's about to die. And again, this one is just so fresh, so clean, you know, whatever, like Outcast. And if I were to put some SSDs in here and RAID them together, that shit would be fast as shit. It'd be that's what I'm saying. All this thing, it needs the memory. So it's gonna have 48 gigs, tri-channel DDR3 memory. That's what I'm gonna do. Then I guess it's gonna be cheaper to RAID SSD drives together, but I was gonna see if I could find another 10K Raptor drive and RAID two of them in RAID 1 or 0. I forget the one where it's just where it's mirrored, so you get the double speed. Because I years ago, like when I had another computer, it's back at my parents' house, but I ran. It was a 478 Pentium Extreme Edition. It's the most expensive Pentium 40 you could have. Okay, I think it's just dual core, 4-core, dual core, 4-core, quad core. I forget what it is. I think it's quad core. Okay. Anyways, but this processor was literally like $2,000 when it came out. So anyways, and I picked it up for like $80 at the time. So I have the fastest 478 Extreme Edition, and then I bought a raid card, and I was running two Raptors, 276 gig Raptors on at 10K. That shit was so fast. I'm telling you, there's nothing faster than that except for like enterprise, like server type stuff where you're just having just 15K drives or whatever. But I'm just saying, for the home user, that was insane. Okay. So anyways. The processor in here, I'm upgrading. I'm getting the i7. You can have, there's the choice between the Xeon and i7, and it's just, I want the i7, okay? So I'm gonna get the i7 990X, which is the Extreme Edition. It's the fastest processor you can put in here. It's like 3.4 gigahertz, 6 cores, 12 megabytes of cache. And again, I've been watching all these videos, like recent videos too, okay? Recent meaning within the last year or 2 years, and people benchmarking this team i7 to the i7s and i9s now, and when you pair it with the tri-channel memory and a video card, even like a GTX like 3080, I mean, people, you're getting like 60 frames per second on all the newest games still, and even on Fortnite, it was doing plus 60. It was doing like over 100 frames on Fortnite. So I don't even want to play that crap, but I'm just saying it'll be there, and it'll be capable. Because there are other games now that I'm seeing that I will want to try out. I just really don't care about Fortnite. But I saw some other games that are going to require a huge video card, one that needs like at least like 8 gigs or 10 gigs of RAM. So the video card, I'm going to drop a lot of money on, because that's going to be worth it. That's going to be the huge change. So I'm not going to do anything crazy with dual monitor, tri-monitors. You know, one monitor, I'll probably wait to get a bigger 4K screen, and that'll be it. Or I could do these. I have enough screens to do like 3 22-inch screens, so I have a lot of extra screens. And so that's the plan with this. And then I don't know. I have like 6 other desktop computers, guys, that are all in the process of being built. Anyways, those other ones, once you see those cases and those motherboards and stuff, those are going to be like my super fucking server ones. So this one's just kind of like my fun one. I don't know. It's fun. I like having it. Okay, so. Come on, boy. Hey, come on, boy. Who's hungry? Felix! Come on, boy. Felix, over here, boy. Fine, okay. Look, you can get over here. Come on. You can get over here, boy. Come on. Look, your brother's eating your food. So I didn't forget, I'm putting that tape on. Sorry, I forgot. I did forget about it. I'm putting it on. All right, let's go. You done eating, Felix? You done eating, Felix? What's wrong, boy? Not hungry? See, hold on. A lot of people don't talk about that, but in a lot of recordings and shit, he always in the octaves in the left hand, he plays the fifth, and he did it in there, and it just sounds really good in my opinion when he does it. It's so tasteful. Lang plays this waltz really well. Okay? Yeah, probably people, oh my god, you like Lang? Fuck yeah, I heard him live many times. He's really good. Way more interesting than a lot of other people. That's my opinion about it. So you guys are going to see how I make my regular rice. This is just like the white rice, the method. So anyways, I'm going to put my timer on for 11 minutes. I'll show you why. So making rice is both an art with making it, also the rice maker which you have. So that's what I'm saying. This is like the method for this rice maker. Okay, I'm going to open these up real quick. See if these are Christmas presents from members of my church, so thank you. It's from Sue. Sue loves me. Okay, it's closed. I'm telling you, she knows I love chocolate covered nuts. Okay, and dark chocolate. So, anyways, let me open this up. See what they look like. And O'Malley's chocolate, guys, tastes great. I love O'Malley's chocolate. So thanks, Sue. Okay, I like it frozen though. So it's like they literally make this in the store for you and then they break it up. And that's how, look at how many nuts there are. My chocolate has to have a lot of nuts like this. This is like the most minimal amount of nuts, okay? Anyways, this is going in my freezer because I like to eat these frozen. Alright, thanks, Sue. Next we have this. Okay. Oh, okay. That's nice, that's cute. Okay. It's a nice coffee mug. I could use this now. Okay? Very nice, thank you. Some bread in there. So I'm going to show you someone else. They gave me muffin. I'm going to eat it tomorrow morning, guys. Let me see where it is. Where did I put it? I got to see where I put it. Oh, here's, okay. I probably shouldn't freeze it, but I did freeze it. So I'm going to eat this with my coffee tomorrow. It's a brown bread. Someone gave this to me. So yeah, I'm keeping this one out. I don't know why I froze that. Here, I froze these. These are chocolate toffee bar. So I think these are probably from Amish country. Okay, so this is like a wine ball. I'll put a wine ball in here, so Oh, thank you from Linda. Thank you, Linda. So, yeah, I have some other cards in other places, but I'll keep this card right here for now. Okay, out of this, I'm gonna go somewhere right now. Okay, it's right here for now. So this whole tape sounds sharp, like the recording or the piano or the speed is just sharp. So here again with the fifth, he played it right there. So I recorded this waltz too, please listen to it. I play it completely differently than this. Not to say this isn't bad, I'll just say it's play absolutely completely differently. I'll just say all those ornaments I play before the beat, always on the beat. He's playing them on the beat. I guess it's a matter of taste. You get real specific about it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying I prefer it to be before the beat, and I prefer it to be slower too. It's different. The trills should be very, very fast, okay? But these apagajuras, you know, even if they're on the beat or before the beat, In my opinion, they should be more open. Okay, so that's the alarm. That's what I'm saying is you got to stir the rice halfway through. So that's halfway through. So I stir the rice. And another reason to do that, if you saw, I put some sesame oil in there. And when you're adding oil to rice, when it's cooking, it's just going to float on the top. And so you need to stir it in when it's hot, and then it will get absorbed into the rice rather than just be a layer on only some of the rice. So that's what this is doing too, and also evening out the rice too, because also it's all clumped up. That's what happens. So that's it. I let it go for 10 more minutes, and you'll see what I do. Essentially, I'll wait for it to start steaming. I play that whole passage with way more pedal. Again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that was really, really dry. And also with the bum bum, those are the strongest notes of the phrase, and you're hearing this happen 3 or 4 times of the reiteration of that. I like to use the pedal to give that emphasis and soul and voice. That's why I was saying that's why it's too dry for me. So maybe the left hand was nice to hear that dry, but then at the drawback of hearing the right hand completely sound just like a MIDI. So what's up? Thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'll be in and out. I'm trying to play music. Likely for this, I'm probably going to get a copyright claim. Maybe for the other previous music I was playing, no, but we will see. Okay, I don't know why my time isn't starting. Okay, so I messed up the timer. I didn't press the start. I just put it for 6 minutes. We're gonna hope I still got it right. I generally know how it looks because when it starts steaming, it's getting real close. Right there, that. But I also like to play that more rubato too. I mean, that was still nice, but it kind of was just it happened so fast for me, and that's the only time in this whole piece you hear anything like that. Every other melody is very linear and scalar. This is the only like chromatic type of lick you hear in the whole piece. That's why I like to bring it out differently. See, now this is a piece where I was saying where the left hand doesn't work to have that much pedal because you really want to hear these hemiolas of the melody going 2/3. That's my opinion. All right, here we go. We're getting some steam. Means we're getting close, guys. So I'm waiting for it to pop. Right when it pops, you'll see what I do. Actually, I know what I can use that fan for now. That $20 axial fan I got for $7 yesterday, guys. Okay, I got this plug-in axial fan yesterday. I'll show you what I'm going to use it for. So it's cool. It looks like a computer fan, but guys, it plugs in like a. This thing is massive. It's loud. I'll let you see it real quick. Here, so you can hear how loud it is. I'll tell you, it's blowing, man. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll tell you what, I mean, you'll see what I'm going to do with it now. Like, it's going to come in way handy. Because I'll just say I usually blow with this wind and I get dizzy, get lightheaded. So even if this is the only thing I use it for, it's worth it. You're going to see. You're going to see what you do. So it does not have an on and off switch. I'll just leave it on for now. We'll let it run. We're going to wait for this to pop. See, steam's coming up. I'll just say I'm definitely not using this in a computer. Can you imagine putting this in a computer and how loud this would be? Unless it was on a controller, but this is too loud for a computer for me. And I've had computers with loud fans before. And this feels good, this wind. So I would say that this computer is actually really quiet, and then my other computer is water cooled. All right, anytime now. It's taking a long time to cook today, guys. So they got 56 seconds left. We'll see how close I got. How well do I know my rice maker, guys? So this smells amazing. There you go. Okay, we'll see how close I got. My estimation. I was probably a little bit quick on the time there. But I know we're getting close. I don't know how well you can see this steam, but this is the full steam amount. Anyways, I was going to say, it smells amazing. I love the smell of fresh rice. I guess my cats came back out. They like to eat when nothing's happening. I'm doing too much stuff in here, and probably, I don't know. Usually they don't mind music, but I don't know why neither of them were eating. Now they come back to their bowls. Especially my black one. I don't know why he wasn't eating. He's usually the one that likes to eat all the food. Aren't you, Felix? Are you chomping your face down, little guy? All right, this is taking a long time today, guys. You know, I don't know if it's colder or something. I mean, look, I'm wearing a wife beater. It's not cold in my house. It's like, it feels great right now. This is some ideal temperature. There, immediately you unplug it, okay? Immediately you unplug it and you take it out. You do not want the rice to cook anymore. That's the secret, guys. Okay, look, you're gonna see what I do. Okay, now you turn on the vent and you stir it until it cools down. This is what I'm saying. I usually have to blow it, but having this is so much better now because now I can use this to blow. So what this also does, I don't know if you guys can see, but the rice, even on the nicest rice maker, it sticks to the bottom, and that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to stir it. If it cooks real uneven, then you get this like layer of just like huge, just burnt rice. It's not good. It's not the good kind of burnt rice. And so I put a little bit too much water in here, guys. So other people might like this rice, but this is too much water for me. So this is also what this is doing. It's stopping the cooking, okay? And it's also keeping the rice so that it doesn't clump up together and get so soft. I'll just say because I put too much water, a little bit too much water in here. I like my rice more dry than this, guys. Not my best rice. But I hope you guys can see even the consistency of the rice has completely changed now. It's like separating. It's also no longer sticking to the bottom of this bowl. I'm just saying, blowing on it is essential. You cannot just stir it. You have to have an active fan blowing on the rice. And I'm just saying, this is why I don't like anybody's fried rice. Unless you're making it the same way I'm doing right now, then I don't like it. And like I said, making fried rice is a labor of love, and I can taste it when the rice has not been touched enough. It's almost like sex, you know? You can't just go in and not touch and no foreplay or anything. There's a lot of preparation, wine, roses, atmosphere, scent, smell, you know? So anyways, you don't want to cool it all the way down, but look, this is what you want to see. If I didn't put so much water, it'd be a little bit better, but it's starting to separate a little bit. I hope you guys can see the steam coming off. And I got this vent which goes outside. I'm just saying that's essential too, to have a vent in your house, and it's just making your house really, really humid. So this is already worth the $7, guys, because again, I would be blowing on this. It's usually how I do it. I get dizzy. This is saving my breath. Look, I can even talk. I can stream while I'm doing so. Look, this is about what I'm looking for. Okay, about what I'm looking for the texture. It's completely coming off. It's not sticking to anything now. I'm talking about the bottom of the pan. So here, there. So you do that. Okay. And then you cover it. And that's the rice. That's perfect rice. So by the way, that rice tastes effing amazing. I love rice. I'm Asian. What Asian doesn't like fresh rice? And I'm the only one eating my shit. So yeah, I eat off the spoon and I put it back in. I mean, I don't put it in, I'll just say it's hot right now, so it's okay. But if it's cold, you can't really do that. So anyways, yeah, that's the rice. I'm gonna unplug my fan. So that's it. So far, this is what I'm gonna use the stand for. It's just to cool my rice down. Okay, that's what it's for. I'm happy I got this for $7. It was $20 online, guys. Again, I checked the price. Yeah, I got a spot for it here. So next time I'm making rice, that's what I'm going to be using. Here, I'll play this music again, and I got it. Laundry. So before I play this, I left you guys, like, again, my nose is, I have chronic nasal congestion, and especially when it's very cold, and I keep the humidity exactly in my house, so I'm really used to it, and then I go outside and it's really dry. Like, I can't explain it. My nose immediately starts just dripping like crazy. And so anyways, I had all these paper towels in my pocket, and one of my jackets, I'm washing one of my jackets, because it stinks really bad. All my clothes stink, so stuff is getting fresh right now. Anyways, it's all over, man. All over the floor and all over the washer. I got it in the washer. Now it's in the dryer, so hopefully the dryer catches the rest. But it had to be like 4 or 5 sheets of whatever is in there. Tissue paper too. So you know, it's not like when you wash money, the money doesn't tear. You know, because it's got fibers. Tissue paper just turns into like just a billion pieces, guys. Okay, let's get this playing here. Sorry. This is the second half. If you guys didn't know, Jifra playing the Chopin waltzes, so there's only 14 on the tape. Okay, I have not recorded this waltz. I've never perfected it either. I don't know why, but I do plan to record it eventually on my channel. I'll just say it's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be a recording of it. I don't think I can play this particular waltz special anyway. I think a lot of other people know it so well, and when I hear them play it, the nuances they give, I'm like, okay, you've studied the piece more than I have. I just want that box to be facing the screen. Great, my cat threw up now. They threw up somewhere else, and that's why they weren't eating, because one of them had a hairball. Now he ate all his canned food, just threw it all up. Okay, man, at least he did. My cat threw up on the rug, which is cool, because you know the rug I can get rid of eventually. But man, I gotta go clean this up now. So if you're curious, I think Yuzha Wang plays this waltz really well, and she has a number of recordings of it. So listen to any of them. It's I don't want to say exactly the same every time, but you can hear she's doing similar nuances each time. Okay, this is one of the new toys I got. I'm going to keep it in the screen. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. I don't even know if it works. But you will hear this in a second, okay? I'll leave it here. I'm going to leave it over here so you guys can just see. It's in the background. They make a better version of this too. Like a way better version, but I'm still happy to have this one. Okay, you can't see that in the screen. There you go. So I want to talk about that waltz again. So to me, that waltz also is, I mean, I'll just say it's more of a complete waltz, but what I find different about this waltz is that it doesn't end with a coda. Like every other waltz you've heard, they have a coda that's completely unrelated to the whole piece. This waltz just ends with the A part, the same part it opened with. really like how he hit that low B. It wasn't loud or anything, but it was pronounced with good phrasing of releasing the notes of the previous phrase, and essentially having a good attack on that low B. So I thought that was nice. So he's also doing a lot more rubato in this piece than you've heard in any other of the previous waltzes so far. And what I mean by that too is if you listen to all those phrases, I'll rewind it again. He played the left hand bass note just slightly before every single time the right hand. So it sounded kind of interesting. I'll rewind it, you hear it again. See right here, it's all before the beat. Especially right here, now you're hearing it. Poor little guy. So I know it was my white guy because he's the one that always throws up when he eats too fast. Anyways, look, my place is coming together, guys. It needed this clean, okay? But this is one of his favorite toys, this mouse, and he dropped it. There's openings under the stairs that go in my basement, so it fell between there. You know, he would never be able to get it. Anyways, look, boy, I found your mousey. So he brings this mouse literally everywhere, guys. He has like 4 or 5 toys, actually. He brings them everywhere. And when I go to sleep, he can't go to sleep. He brings 2 of them up, okay? And he like drops them in the hallway, and they get closer and closer to the bed. And he jumps up on the bed every time he brings one in. I hear him because the toys make little jingle noises. So he drops one. I hear him drop it in the hallway, and he comes and jumps on my bed. I rub his face a little bit, and then he jumps back down. And then he comes back in like 10 more minutes, and he has another one. And then anyways, every time I wake up, I have one in my bed, because that's the last one that he brings. And he brings it into the bed with him. So it's really funny. I love my kitty. That phrase right into here, the ba-da-da-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, that like had no start and ending. It just like blended into one. That was terrible in my opinion. Alright, here. So, in between doing my laundry, it's like I got all my food ready, like, it's 10:30, guys, it's getting late, like, I got so much stuff to do, and then I gotta be up, like at 6 in the morning, but I want to show you the potential modem stuff to fix my internet. So I got this high-speed modem, it's DOCSIS 3.0, which is older, but I swear, this is still better than what Spectrum is renting to me for $15 a month. Got this for $7, okay, net here, and it's compatible with Spectrum. Now I got this TP-Link, and I have the adapter back there. I'm not going to use this one. This is going to be the second one that I test. Let me go get the adapter. Okay, sorry. So while I do have the plug for this, it's one of these things where I'm using it for something else. So I do have the plug, I just don't have it in me. So anyways, I don't want you guys to see all this stuff. Okay, so this is the ass. This is what they rent to me, $15 a month. And this is what's been running my house. What's been going so slow. This is what I'm talking about. That Burj Khalifa. This is what the wireless router looks like. With no antenna, All it needs is a helipad out in the front. It looks like that Burj Khalifa in Dubai. And this thing fucking sucks, guys. You see how slow my internet is? I can't even go in my garage. It's additionally, and it's a terrible spot. It's at the bottom of my house, at the front of my house. Here's the modem they give you, okay? It has brackets on the wall, meaning like it's supposed to be mounted on the wall. And I don't know why you would ever want to mount this when it's crooked. When you see how this curvature is coming out. So when you put this on the wall, it's going to be jutting outwards. So I think that's kind of stupid how they designed it like that. Or you're going to have to put the screws really long and then have a clearance on the top, which I'll say is never going to stay unless you put some washers in there. It's going to move back and forth. Anyways, this is the crappy cable modem they give you. I don't even know what DOCSIS this is, but I was looking on the back. Look, it only says 2.5G. And I was just like, man, that must be super effing slow. That's why my internet is so slow. And by the way, so yeah, the internet's slow, but I'm telling you, when I directly connect to this, I download like at a gigabyte a second, like T1 speed. Because I pay for the highest speed that you can get. I have gaming spectrum or whatever. So yeah, it's expensive, but I enjoy the speed. Okay, and especially when uploading videos, it makes a huge difference. So anyways, but that's what I'm saying. So my speed should be super duper fast all around my house if it weren't for these pieces of crap. So this stupid Burj Khalifa wannabe crappy wireless router, you know, okay, and then this crappy router right here or modem. You know, I bet you that Netgear is way better. I bet you I put that Netgear and I bet you my speed just like instantly burst fast. So I'm not hooking them up right now. I just wanted you guys to see so you can see the comparison. I'm going to show you the actual router, wireless router that I want to use after I test to see if it just is better when I move it to a different spot. Yeah, I showed you guys this already, but this is what it is, the ASUS router, wireless router. And it says T-Mobile, but it's compatible with Spectrum and it'll work. Look, it's got USB 3.0 on the back, so you know it's newer. I'm just saying, if any of these have the USB 3.0 on the back, then you know it's new. It means that you can hook up like a network. That's what's so cool about these routers, is you can hook up a network drive. Look, I can't do shit with this. Look, what do they have on here? They got a power supply and they got 3 Ethernets right here. Like, well, why would I want the Ethernets on here again? This is a wireless router. It's so stupid. Okay? So anyways, look what's on this one. This one's purely wireless router. And also, so I didn't tell you guys, but I plan to essentially not use wireless because it's so slow. So if at all possibilities, at the end when I get each computer in their room that they're supposed to be in and stuff, I want to have everything hardwired because that is what's going to be the fastest. And then I'll never have to deal with this shit again because I really don't like wireless. I like being always connected, and that's how I've always used computers. Like when I was in college, because you had a T1 line and you just plug straight into the wall, and that shit was fast as shit. So anyways, my internet is fast as shit, minus the stupid routers. So this is the combo I would like to set up. Again, look, I got this Netgear. You can look this up, CM600 cable modem for $7. It's in the box, okay? And then I got this ASUS. You can look this up. It's like AC1900. I got this. I took the price off, but I got this for like $6. Okay. Together, these are like $150. Okay. And it's not so much about the saving of the deal, guys. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not so much about the saving of the deals, but it's I want to get rid of that rental fee. That rental fee, that's almost like a month and a half of payment for just the internet usage over the whole year. So if I get rid of this and I use my own equipment, I'll get a month and a half back or not back, but I'll save that much. I'll save a month and a half's worth of internet bills. So here we go, back to the playing. I'm gonna find another take too. We're gonna put something else in. I'll tell you, it's gonna be Andre Segovia is what it's gonna be. I like the tempo that he's playing here. Dude, Chopin is fucking beautiful, guys. So I know I talk a lot about it, but I listen to a lot of Chopin. There's not many other composers who can routinely satisfy me. You know, like these waltzes, I can listen to these waltzes even if it's a different pianist. I have a number of recordings of the complete waltzes by a number of pianists, and the compositions are so good despite what I like and dislike about the playing. I can always listen through the waltzes all the way through. I can't say that about a lot of other composers. Actually, this is what's up next, guys. Okay, that articulation and that left hand coming up, that was really nice. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, that previous waltz, that famous one in C sharp minor, had no ending. Now here we're returning to all these waltzes. Now they have a coda, an unrelated coda. So I think that's all 14 waltzes. He did record 19, but that's on the CD release. On the tape, they only have 14. So just real quick, what's interesting about this, guys, it's not his comedy show. It's him playing actual pieces. So side 2 is the pieces. So that's why I'm going to start on side 2. Side 1 is like one of his comedy bits. So I've heard some of these recordings before, and they're no joke. Especially like his Godowski and the Chrysler. I was amazed at how good of a pianist this guy was, guys. These plays two things by Arthur Friedman too, which you know are going to be super difficult. Actually, everything here is 3 pieces by. Everything on here is really hard. 3 pieces by Friedman, 1 piece by Godowski, piece by Rachmaninoff. Okay, and then two arranged pieces. He's probably improvising. All right, here we go. Side 2. Just so you guys can see the tracks real quick again. Oh, so this tape is clearly messed up, guys. All right, something just happened to this tape. Did it get messed up? Let's go. Let's go, tape. So this tape it looks like it's stuck maybe. Yeah, let's hope this tape comes alive. Let's fast forward it a bit. Sometimes these tapes they've never been played this long, you have to fast forward them and rewind them back and then they play. Alright, this tape's messed up, guys. That sucks. Okay, let's hear this other side. So that tape, it probably needs to be lubed. Okay, we're gonna change tapes. Okay, this tape is clearly not working, guys. That's my laundry. I'm gonna go down there and get that in a second. Okay, I got an interesting tape I've never listened to here, guys. So, it's some flamenco. This is what we're going to listen to now instead. Okay. We'll start with side 1. Gotta rewind it. Let's hope this works. This looks like a nice tape. Paco Pina was born in Cordoba, Spain, and made his first professional appearance at the age of 12. His work has taken him from Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club to a concert with Victoria de Los Angeles at the Royal Albert Hall. And his shared recitals with John Williams, the guitarist, not composer, have been a great success in Britain and throughout Europe. His New York debut in 1983 was highly acclaimed. Quote, certainly the most satisfying flamenco concert this reviewer has ever heard this season, New York Times. And a recent return visit received rave reviews. In 1981, he founded the Centro Flamenco Paco Pina in Cordoba, a center offering aficionados from all over the world the opportunity of experiencing the art of flamenco in its native environment. In 1983, Paco Pina was awarded the celebrated Ramon Montoya Prize. Since 1986, he has received further acclaim from the readers of America's Guitar Player magazine, who have voted him Best Flamenco Guitarist, interesting, okay, for 5 consecutive years. His appointment in 1985 to the position of Professor of Flamenco at Rotterdam Conservatory, the first such post to be created, provides additional confirmation of his status as one of the greatest flamenco artists performing today. Interesting, okay, so this guy's a really good flamenco artist, guys. Okay, let's see, is this rewound? So I don't like this tape player, it doesn't stop or tell you when it's rewinded, it's just like you kind of have to guess. Okay. Side 1, here you can see the pieces, side 1, side 2. me give my cat that threw up a little bit more food because he's hungry. So guy, how can you go up to my little friend? Can I get a one? Alright, Felix, this food's not for you, boy. You already ate too much, Felix. It's your brother. Come on, Felix, you're not eating, boy. You're not eating, big fatty guy. Alright, Felix, I'll give you a little bit more food. Okay, hold on, big boy. Hold on, big boy. There's 2 bowls, Felix. There's 2 bowls, big boy. Felix, there's 2 bowls. I'm not sure why, guys. My white cat, he like only eats the dry food, and I want him to eat, or the prescription is for both, but he needs to eat the wet food as well. And I can tell by their poops, he never eats the wet food. He always just eats it and throws it up. And then my other black cat, which is like 40% larger, it's just impossible to keep them separated while they're eating. So I was listening to this. It sounded like there was a lot of chorus on this. I was kind of expecting a little just bit more just flamenco guitar. So while the ensemble was nice, I was looking for more solo guitar. So I'm going to change this. We're going to listen to another tape, guys. Okay, that's my laundry. Okay, guys, we're actually going to skip to some CDs now, okay? I'm going to show you, I picked up this CD. Great Pianist of the 20th Century, Joseph Hoffman. So these were, back in the day when these came out, these were really expensive and impossible to get all 200 CDs unless you just had a ton of money. So I was pretty happy to pick this one up for $1. This is just a test CD which I had here. So we're going to listen to let me see which CD has. They're both good. I'm just saying I want to see which CD I want to play first. So I know you can download these off torrent and stuff, but with the booklets. But I'm just saying it's nice to have the whole booklet for once. You know, not just a PDF scan. It's a real book. So I really like this Sternberg Etude in C minor. I think he recorded this on a piano roll and the Sanctuary. So we're going to listen to the CD1. Man, all these pieces are good. I mean, like this dude, he plays like no other. Okay, here's the Tarantella of the list. It's abridged. So a lot of Joseph Hoffman recordings are abridged, these early ones. Anyways, we're going to start with the first CD, guys. I'll just tell you, I like both these CDs. And so like I said about these CDs, look how clean it is. All these game CDs, they're scratched everywhere, guys. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to wipe this off real quick, real lightly. So now since I've wiped it, I'll probably introduce some micro scratches, whatever, but it's super clean. All right, here we go. Disc number 1. And here we go. So they have the pieces on the back. I guess it's nice that they listen like that, but I prefer if they list it by the CD. All right, let's go to CD mode. play. Listen to that static. It's max volume. kind of slow for this tempo. I expect maybe faster, but maybe live. I've recorded this piece too. I played it a little faster. I didn't play super fast, so faster than this. I'm not feeling the intensity of the triplets at all. And the piece I believe in for, it's not driving at all. It feels really like lacking testosterone. A little bit of odd rubato too. Bum 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 bum. You know, that was weird. So also this piece, there's three things to bring out. There's the features of the horse, then the features of the father, and the features of the son. And I don't hear anything in this at all. Even though the recording's bad, like I've listened to way worse recordings, and it doesn't sound like any part is any different from any other part. It just sounds like it's playing like a Clementi sonatina or something. So this part in B flat right here too, it's not light enough, and because of the lack of driving in the triplets, there's zero contrast. This is when the son is speaking and crying out to the father, you know. So I don't hear anything in this. This is a really terrible recording in my opinion. Okay, it's already slow, and to slow down even more there is just extremely dragging. And then weird, and then suddenly back up to a faster tempo right here. It's all over the place. See, right here is the only part that the tempo should draw back, because this is this is the last cry of the son. So, in my opinion, this is like a climax of the piece, especially the way the piece ends with a soliloquy that it's absolutely being missed now. It's just a terrible recording. son was dead. And honestly, I gave that was like a 5 out of 10. So actually, I want to go to track 9. This is the Sternberg A2 C minor. So I believe he had a piano roll of this. So I want to hear if this is I'll go next. Okay, Horowitz's recording of this is the best. Okay, it's like I can't listen to any other recording after his. Oh, here we go, Sternberg A2. So it's nice. I'll just say the recording that's on YouTube for this it's Opus 120 Sternberg. It's a piano roll. That's like the most listened to recording. So it's nice. This is an audio recording.